HB. So I would be remiss if I didn't talk about the Marvel Phase 3 news that was announced last night. It, the crux of it is we've got an Ant-Man and the Wasp movie coming, and 3 mystery movies in like 2020. One, just like shortly after Infinity War, we got 3 mystery movies. We've had these before. We were wondering, and there was speculation. Turns out those movies were Black Panther and Captain Marvel happening. They're still happening. The Phase 3 movie lineup, as it stands, I believe, is now Civil War next year, Doctor Strange next year, and then Guardians of the Galaxy 2, Volume 2, I should say. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, 2016, 2017, I should say. We're in 2015, yeah? Here we are. 2017, and then I believe it is the Spider-Man movie, then Thor Ragnarok, then Black Panther next year, with Captain Marvel, and then Black Panther, Captain Marvel, and then the Infinity War. No, wait, I think it's Black Panther, Infinity War, and Captain Marvel. Regardless, there's an Ant-Man and the Wasp movie between Infinity War Part 1 and Part 2. It's good that Ant-Man's getting a sequel. It didn't get... at this stage, I kind of think that Marvel will just make sequels. They don't know how to not make sequels. Except for that Incredible Hulk movie that they don't like to talk about anymore. But generally speaking, I think this is good news. I like this a lot. And yeah, I think I like the fact that Ant-Man and the Wasp were getting... I think that movie was better. It was an underrated movie. It's not the first Marvel movie I would recommend to people, but it's a fun comedy. I've watched it twice. I liked it, and I laughed both times. So it's good to see that. It's good to see... I'd like to see what happens with Jan Van Dyne. She gets the suit in the post-credits. Spoilers. I don't care what the fuck about it. Shut up with your spoilers. So, yeah, nice to see her get promoted. Infinity War, things are really ramping up with that, man. There were rumors this week that the budget for that is sitting at $1 billion. Yeah, it's the law. If you're going to say $1 billion, you have to do the Dr. Evil. It's got to be done. So that's mental. Thor Ragnarok. It was announced this week that we got a director for it, Tom Waititi, who directed What We Do in the Shadows, which I haven't seen yet, but I'm a massive Concords fan, and I would like to watch that. Now, if you want, the best way of getting a nerd to watch a director's movie is by getting that director drafted in one of the comic book movies of this era, and that tends to do it more often than not. That is not my dressing gown, nor is it Dumbledore's. It's my girlfriend's. That's a lot of things that are happening with Marvel right now. I don't mind them. I hear, Thor Ragnarok, like I said, is going to be game-changing. Basically, who's not familiar with the Norse concept of Ragnarok? Aside from being a really cool-sounding word, it basically means the apocalypse of the Norse gods, of Norse mythology, all of it. So it'll be nice to see all of that come crashing down. Just like Winter Soldier changed the landscape of the Marvel films, both in quality and also in content, because that means there's no more S.H.I.E.L.D. That's the safety net of the Marvel Universe is gone. The trapdoor's been opened. That's it, people. So it'll be nice to see something like that happen with Thor and the Norse gods and the Asgardians, and they took a bit of a beating in the Dark World, but people can't really remember the Dark World much. Anywho, so yeah, and big news, man. I hope I hope this doesn't take. And there's 3 mystery Marvel movies. So it's one of them's got to be a Hulk film. At this time, it's got to be. It's got to be, because even Mark Ruffalo. Last time people were asking him, they were like, "So what do you think? What do you think of this? Why aren't you gonna be a Civil War?" He's like, "They have a plan for the Hulk. It doesn't involve Civil War. I can't talk about what it is." I'm like, "Okay, all right, Mark Ruffalo, that's fine. You keep your secrets. We'll hear from you later on." So yes, interested in that. One of them's got to be. I'd like to think one will be a Black Widow movie, but part of me thinks she's going to bite it in Infinity War. I think some bodies will hit the floor in Infinity War. A little part of me, a strange part of me, is hoping that a body will hit the floor in Civil War. But that's just me, and that's just the part of me that likes an honourable death, which is its own reward. So yeah, that is the Marvel news. this week's Marvel news. I will let you know more if I want to make a YouTube video about it. Yeah, and that's it. Now I'm going to go downstairs and play Star Wars Battlefront. That'll probably be my next video. My Battlefront my Battlefront beta thoughts. Probably make that tomorrow because I need to play it all evening because reasons. Alright, all the best YouTube.